Death. What is death? People struggle with the concept of death because they don't know what it is. A great mentor said that death doesn't exist at all. There is no death even if there is a word to describe it. This is because the universe operates everything through energy. Do you die when you let go of your body after you have finished using it? No, you don't. Your flesh will return to the universe as energy through microbial activity. Does your spiritual existence end when you die? Your soul moves on when you have finished living this life's environment. Where does your soul go? It will go to another dimension. In other words, energy moves from the physical state to a different state. The soul exists forever and all the energy in the universe is eternal. We transform as necessary to work in different environments. Even a handful of stones, a handful of soil, or a drop of water is also energy. Those things play a certain role in the particular environment but are all energy. Every human that exists has energy. The soul has different kinetic power because it is a special type of energy. It doesn't return to microorganisms while everything else's energy returns to microorganisms, molecules, and tiny particles, but souls gods don't return to tiny particles. Soul gods are one physical energy that does not return to small particles. It has its unique existence as non-material energy, so it will return to its original form even if you scatter it. It needs an enormous shock to scattered, and we have experienced this once before. Our souls have been dismantled once by the tremendous power of nature. That was what we called the Big Bang. Our scientific perspectives have confined our physical bodies so far. We haven't viewed our bodies on a different level. Scientists also say that we die and return to nature. Therefore, there is no death. Everything combines to form structures to be used in a certain way, and these structures disassemble and return to nature. The concept of life and death doesn't exist at all in this process. If you have lost someone you love, I hope this comforts you. The energy never dies or can be destroyed, and those who have passed have not disappeared as their impact and influence on the world will remain forever. Through communication via word of mouth, generation to generation, spirits will never die as all energy from this person, no matter how irrelevant they become. Those who have been impacted will carry their spirit through their environment, and this energy will be passed through means of knowledge. This knowledge both benefits the spiritual world and the physical world. The spiritual world will gain energy in the form of their presence being spread, and the physical world will use this to better society for generations to come. Death allows people to learn about life. Mistakes allow us to wake up and correct our wrongdoings. So far, the text you've provided presents a philosophical and spiritual perspective on death, contrasting markedly with the more materialistic and scientific viewpoints commonly held. Here's a breakdown and analysis of the main points. Non-existence of death. The text begins by challenging the traditional concept of death, arguing that it does not exist in the way we commonly understand. Instead, it suggests that what we perceive as death is merely a transformation of energy. Universe and energy. The text emphasizes that everything in the universe, from living beings to inanimate objects like stones and water, is composed of energy. This aligns with the principle of conservation of energy in physics, which states that energy cannot be created or destroyed, only transformed. Physical to spiritual transition. According to the text, when individuals die, their physical bodies decompose and return to the universe as energy through microbial activity. However, it posits that the soul, described as a unique form of energy, transitions to a different dimension rather than dissolving into microscopic entities. Eternality of the soul. The soul is portrayed as eternal and indestructible, capable of existing beyond the physical realm. This belief reflects certain religious and spiritual views that the soul survives physical death and moves on to another state of being. Big Bang and soul's origin. The text intriguingly links the soul's dispersal to the Big Bang, suggesting that souls were once unified and then scattered by this cosmic event. This proposes a blend of scientific theory with spiritual belief, suggesting that the origins of the soul are intertwined with the origins of the universe. Critique of scientific limitation. There's a critique of scientific perspectives for their focus on the physical and material, arguing that such views are limited and fail to acknowledge the existence of the soul and its eternal nature. Life, death, and energy. It asserts that the concepts of life and death do not truly exist, but are merely processes of energy transforming and recombining in different forms. This idea suggests a continuous cycle without a definitive end, challenging the finality typically associated with death. Comfort in continuity. The text aims to provide comfort to those who have lost loved ones by emphasizing the everlasting impact of individuals through the energy they leave behind. It highlights how the deceased influenced the living, ensuring that their essence persists through generations via knowledge and societal contributions. Spiritual and physical worlds. Lastly, the text touches on the symbiotic relationship between the spiritual and physical realms. It suggests that the dissemination of a person's essence benefits both dimensions by spreading energy and knowledge, thus fostering societal advancement and spiritual presence. Overall, the text presents a holistic and spiritual perspective on existence, emphasizing the continuity of energy and the eternal nature of the soul beyond physical death. It challenges readers to reconsider conventional views on life and death, advocating for a deeper understanding of our connection to the universe and each other.